I mean, that's at least someone with a resume. But it sounds like, according to the media, that it's going to be someone that's new. They're going to groom a new, up and coming young coordinator. But if it was a resignation, I don't know, which I don't believe is a resignation. If it was a resignation, why is it that you would want to bring in a coach like that? What you want, and you don't want to waste a year, according to the Rooney family. Why would you not bring in a Pete Carroll? Why would you not bring in a, I don't know, Kevin Stefanski or Harbaugh? One of these guys that's actually been there and done it before. To be honest, why wouldn't you? But we'll see how they go about their business. But I think that's what everybody thinks. That's what everybody's expecting. You know, a young, unproven guy. But that's, it's easiest and the cheapest way for the Roonies to essentially what I think is going to happen is really start to tear this roster all the way down. And, that's what the fans wanted. They wanted a complete tear down, a complete rebuild. So, like, that's what they're going to get unless Tomlin really resigned and Rooney didn't want this to happen and he's telling the truth that he was ready to have another go at it. And Tomlin does have an actual TV deal. I mean, if that's the case, maybe they actually do bring in a Pete Carroll. Maybe they actually do bring in, I don't know, Kevin Stefanski. That's who Mark Madden wants. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Mark Madden out here calling for Kevin Stefanski while he bashes the Steelers' offense and the way they do things and how they need to get more modern. So I don't know how bringing a Kevin Stefanski gets you more modern. That's like the same. Might as well hire Arthur Smith as offensive coordinator if you're the head coach. If you're going to bring Stefanski in here, in my opinion, Mini Nina Paglia, 27. Tomlin knocked up a 27-year-old nurse from up north. It's going to come out eventually. Watch. Maybe. He's got another kid somewhere else. I don't know. I think him and his wife are pretty close. But, I mean, I think he got forced out, definitely. They want to, make it look good. They control the rights of him. And they can make this shit go away for a year. It's going to get washed away like that. Like his girlfriend and wherever you're talking about. They're going to happen with Tomlin. Eventually, they're just going to wash it away. And with all this sweeping news, which I think is going to be coming here for the Steelers, is swooping a lot of players out of here. Like, I just put out the video Herbig. Why not Herbig? Why not Jalen Ramsey? Why not void DK Metcalf's contract? Is DK Metcalf living up to his contract? What's the point of bringing him back here? You ain't got no quarterback to throw him the ball. What's the point of bringing him back when you got no quarterback throwing the ball? We're going to pay him $30 million for the next 3 years. You might as well avoid it now. And we're going to tear this down and really rebuild this thing. Or is there really no wasted years? Because, I mean, that's really, at the end of the day, the philosophy that Steeler fans are upset with. So is that a Tomlin issue or is that a Rooney issue? They're just stubborn and they're going to just keep trying to pony forward with this roster that's incomplete. And, I don't know, probably got bad contracts all over the place on it, to be honest. I think why he's gone is he hasn't won 7 playoff games in a row. Set Marvin Lewis's record. And it's become nonstop 24/7 Tomlin. And I don't know. I think some people in the media wouldn't have it no other way. To deflect all blame no matter what. Like TJ, that's why I think, this new person they're bringing in, like Brian Flores, he was suing Miami Like, a lot of people want him. He was suing Miami, basically saying he got fired for no reason of his own. He was doing their bidding by basically tanking down and throwing away all these players, and essentially it was by design to throw away the season from top down, and he was following direct orders. And then he sued him like it's racism, and he was the frame guy. He was a patsy. So I say in a lot of the new situations, okay, maybe they're going to tear all this down, and who knows, maybe when they roll the dice and they revamp it, he might turn it around in 2-3 years. And then they're a genius and he's a genius. But if, they want to keep going with if they want to, if it doesn't work and it all sucks and it doesn't come together, well, you sign this coach for basically nothing in terms of coaching contracts, especially how much you're paying Tom. I mean, they're still paying Tomlin to get rid of him and just keep him silent on this. So, I mean, maybe he did resign. I don't know. And then to me, you bring in a better coach, someone with an established resume to quote unquote make personnel decisions. So the Rooney say. I think you have to have the guy with experience, a guy that's, has actually made personnel decisions. You're the owner and you're basically leaving the day to day. Do you feel whoever has the best, resume or is the best qualified to do that job? So to me, you don't give this job to Shula. You don't give this job to, I don't know, this passing coordinator. You're going to make a passing games coordinator your head coach. Maybe your offensive coordinator. I could see that. But then they say, oh, well, the head coach is going to be have the personnel decisions. You can't make personnel decisions. And we'll be a part of hiring his offensive coordinator. So, I mean, I don't know. There's going to be so much speculation, and I think they're going to let this ride out for a month or two, obviously. And they're going to roll out a million different names in a million different angles. Tomlin paid out $3.5 million to this girl. I just can't think he resigned. I just can't believe, just like what you're saying, I can't believe that he just came out here and said, well, okay, I'm done. I give up. Because to me, I mean, okay, people were saying I'm crazy for wanting to trade Herbig or this full rebuild, get rid of all these players. Well, these are all Tomlin players. And really, you draft players, you're building a foundation. You got an idea, you're building a foundation of your team. Like I said in that other video, you only can draft 7 players. You only can sign so many free agents that are, quality. So you gotta have like 1, 2, 3 drafts, free agent cycle to say, okay, this is my foundation, this is my roster. Now, how are we gonna get that last piece or two or whatever it may be to put you over the hump? It takes a lot to build a damn roster. So now you bring in a whole new guy. How does it all mesh together? These are all guys that claim they'll run through a wall for Tomlin. So, I mean, yeah, this new guy comes in. Does this new guy really want these people here? I mean, and he's the one to make the personnel decisions according to the Rooneys. So, but I don't know if that's necessarily true neither. It's like, I don't know if this is necessarily true that it's a resignation. Like I said, it'll be more clear once we find out who they hire and, will they trade Tomlin and we keep coaching? Or does he got some kosher TV deal on Fox with Terry Bradshaw? That would be pretty entertaining to see Bradshaw and Tomlin on the same thing together. Talk about Stellars, one generation to the next. But don't think it's true that he resigned, man. One win away from Chuck Noll, and you're just going to walk away from it. You won the division. You went 10-7. Got $39 million in cap space. You're about to get paid $16 million, and you're telling me you just walked away from that and said, I quit. I'm done. So you either have to be getting paid Gucci ass money just to sit on TV on your ass and just make a few comments. Or the Rooney's finally said enough is enough is enough. We're tired of hearing this shit every day. We're done with it. And I think that's pretty much the case. And all the shit that this person has personnel control and this, I don't believe that for a second neither. Not for a second. This is a de facto regime ran by Rooney himself. All right, there ain't no other. He the boss. The rest of the motherfuckers, you get in line or you get out of line. I'll pull the rug right out from under your bitch ass. If you don't live up to this, the standard is the standard. Well, this rug is not up to standard, bitch, and it needs cleaned, it needs beaded, and it needs sprayed down, and it needs washed, and it needs swept, and it needs reevaluated, or redone, reupholstered, the whole nine. It's 10-7, 9-8. Barely squeaking in is not getting it done. We can't have the story being about the coach being fired and us selling the team anymore. A lot of people were saying trade TJ in my comments, which is surprising to me. Trade TJ. But at this point, trading TJ, Steelers are going to have to pay him regardless if they trade him. They're still paying Minka Fitzpatrick this year because they traded him. They're still stuck with like $6 million on their books. So that's, I don't know. Samalu, he's not on contract anymore. He's a free agent. So that's at least a decent guard for $6 million that you're signing for that is just basically on your books for Minka.
Is this the Steeler Talk channel or the other channel?
Yeah, it's Steeler Talk channel. I'm trying to
make sure. I don't want to mix them up.
Channel's the Steelers Talk channel, and I don't really want to hear about the Barb channel, to be honest.
There ain't no Barb channel.
Really, to be honest. I don't ever want it to be.
I'm going to make the foreclosure channel. It's called the Foxman Foreclosure Channel. That's a new channel.
I don't even want to hear about that neither, to be honest. I don't pay attention to that. I don't care about his dumb ass. They say that, been saying that for the past 3 years, so I doubt it's happening.
Dude, I'm dying. He's sitting out on his porch, bro. I think he got thrown out. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know anymore. Go ahead. What are you saying now? I'm just laughing. It's so funny.
I don't know. I'm just ranting on about the Steelers, and I don't know. I think a lot of the shit Rooney is talking about is bullshit. I
want to blow it up. I want to blow the whole team up. That's me, like the Pirates. If the Pirates can blow it up 19 times, Steelers can blow it up once, right?
I mean,
That's what I say. Blow it up. Trade TJ Watt. Cam Hayward.
I trade Herbig. Trade Herbig.
I know you keep him because he's young. You sign him.
He has one more year left on his deal. He has one more.
Have to get rid of. Well, then you're gonna have to get rid of. You have to keep Watt then.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the idea. Because if you trade Watt, you're still gonna have to pay him anyway. So what are you gonna get back from?
I keep Herbig and Highsmith.
Okay,
that's what I would.
Then you're just getting off Watt, and then you're saying we're gonna. I mean, but then you have to pay Herbig next year.
I would pay him.
You got to pay Herbig next year.
I'm trying to say that I would pay him.
So why not just trade off this contract negotiation that's going to be?
Well, then you got to trade Watt too. Then trade Watt too. Period.
I might as well just let his shit ride out for another. Fuck it. I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to compete.
Cam Hayward needs to retire. Patrick Queen, I don't know. Give him another year. I've been thinking about it. Jalen Ramsey, get rid of him.
You can cut him scot free. So I'd say cut him scot free.
I already said Jonnu Smith gone.
Yeah, I'd cut him too. Or try to trade some of these guys or something. I don't
what's
know.
his name? Our lineman Jones gone.
He's gone.
So like we're gonna that's what? How much money is that? That's what, a good 25?
They got a lot of money. They got a lot of money. That's why I don't think Tomlin quit. You really think he quit?
He didn't quit. You seen what I showed you about the Ravens thing the other day about whenever they said they were like, if y'all would have beat the Steelers, would you let Harbaugh stay? And he said 1 more week.
Yeah.
So they were already done with Harbaugh. Okay. We weren't done with Tomlin. It's just it's how it happened, bro. I don't know. I'm pissed about it. There's fans out there that are celebrating. They're enjoying this. They're loving it, and I'm not. So they can have their fun in the sun, and I'm not enjoying it. That's why it makes me mad talking about it. I think we fucked up, but it is what it is. We'll see who our next coach is. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to be negative about it. They're all making this into a positive thing, but I don't see how we're not going to be good next year. I don't see how I can turn it. Well, I don't think we're going to be good next year. I think
then now we can finally have a losing season.
We can finally have our losing season of them tearing it down.
All them Steeler fans that has told us for years, let's have a losing season. Well, guess what? We can have 1 or 2 now. Okay? And I don't want to hear them same fans like Pony and all them say, well, oh, they suck. Well, guess what? You wanted a losing season, right? Didn't you? What do you want? You can't have both.
You can't have it's either one or the other. It's like you can't have Watt, Highsmith, and Herbig. Like eventually Herbig's deal's coming and it's after next year. So what, we're going to bring all 3 of them back. He's going to continue to be a backup. And then after this year, we're going to have to negotiate a deal. So why not just trade Herbig? That's what I'm saying. Trade Herbig.
I'm willing to do whatever, bro. Oh, there's only like a few people on this team. I want to keep all our young offensive linemen for sure.
I want to keep a second and 5th for Herbig. Would you take a 2nd and 5th for Herbig right now? Boom.
Probably a 2nd and a 4th.
Maybe I will that deal. I want a 1st or a 2nd and a 4th. That's fair. A 1st or a 2nd and a 4th.
Yeah. And I'll do that. I guess we keep what?
Well, yeah, just keep them. At least till the dead money hits.
I'm telling you right now, I have
okay, there's 1 year left on that deal. And then what are you going to that's what I'm saying. What are you going to get for what? Are you going to get a 1st round pick for what? Is there a team going to say, okay, I'm going to pay this guy $40 million?
Well, they probably will. Yeah. Yes. I think so. I think there's a team dumb enough that will do that. Like Titans, the Raiders. There's a team out there that you know damn well, the Cardinals. I mean, yeah, I think that we can scoot him away But
so you think the Rooney's pushed him out, like I've been saying?
I don't think they pushed him out. I think that he had. I don't know. I don't know the truth. I really don't. We have an investigation is going to have to happen. Matlock's going to have to go on the case. But like,
you think he might have a deal in TV? So I think there's no way he wants to quit coaching.
He's not going to coach this year, though. We'd have to trade him.
He can't.
We have to trade him. He's on our. He's under our. We own him basically.
Mm-hmm.
We own him until next year, bro.
So we'll find. Yeah, they're just going to let this go all the way. And this new guy coming in is going to be almost essentially made into a scapegoat. He's the bad guy. He's going to come in. Well, you're going to make him like that's why it's going to be some nobody to come in and basically he says I feel that he has control of the personnel decision. Nah, he's going to do whatever the Rooney's are running the show, I think. And we'll really know more, I think, if Tomlin goes to TV or if he continues to coach. We'll know how much the Rooney's really have a hand in things of running it or not running it.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm willing to lose for a year, bro. Simple. I mean, I've watched my Pirates lose for how many years?
Do you think Tomlin handpicked Arthur Smith, or do you think Arthur Smith is a guy that met the Rooneys and their philosophy and what they wanted to do for what this team,
I think it was the Rooneys. I don't think Tomlin's in charge of hiring people. I don't think he had that much
You
power.
think
I
this
think
new
he
guy's
has
going to be in charge of
say.
personnel decisions, like they say, or
The
don't
owner
worry?
does, but the GM and owner does, but he does have a say so. Like, yeah, okay, I can deal with that. Like,
Okay, but let's say we hired this Shula dude, whoever. This is the front runner, so they say. Betting odds, Shula. You know who I'm talking about? That's Chris Shula, dude, the defensive coordinator
yeah,
for the Rams.
he's the son. Is he the son of
Grandson,
Don? Is he the
grandson
son of
of Don Shula.
grandson? Okay, I thought it was a son. Grandson of Don Shula.
And
Okay.
did you know this? I'm pretty sure Chuck Noll came from Don Shula's coaching tree. I'm not 100% on that, but I do believe so. So,
Well, I'd rather be more about not the name than what he does. He might have a big name, Shula, but what does he do? You know,
he's just a defensive coordinator, and he's
that's
young.
what I'm
That's all he's
saying.
ever
So why
done.
not? Why
So
not
you're
hire
telling
Flores?
me we're going to give this dude personnel? He's in charge of personnel decisions. Really? Really?
No,
If that, I'm saying they have to come out and hire a Mike McCarthy, a Pete
no,
Carroll,
I would hire
or
Brian Flores
or
as our
maybe him. I could see him. Okay, he has
Flores,
his
and then
experience as a
Kevin
head coach.
Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski, offensive coordinator. You fire all the coordinators,
They already
and
said
then
they're gone.
maybe we can get Raheem Morris and Kevin Stefanski in here with Flores, and then there you go. That's what I hope that we do. Then you have a whole bunch of talent that are NFL coaches. That's what I want. And then we
Okay.
still might stink for a year, but we got NFL coaches that have been coaches.
Then you don't have to completely tear it all the way down. Because I mean, this team, like, I'm not so like I don't know if that's what it comes with the new coach though. Because like you bring in a whole new coach with a whole new defensive philosophy, like a 4-3. How does a Cam and a TJ and a Highsmith really even fit into the
Well,
mix? Do they? How does
Flores
Herbig
already
fit
been
in the
here.
mix? Does he really? I mean,
Flores already been here, so he knows the mix in.
yeah. That's why that would make sense. Or some Stefanski runs kind of like an offense like the Steelers run.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how that's a difference in philosophy. It's basically a different. It's almost like the same thing, different faces, in a sense. But I believe in the Steelers way.
Well, it's either
So
that or we
that would
hire
make
one of them
sense.
young
I'm not
guys.
going to say it doesn't. That
Or
does
one
make
of them
that would
young
be
guys
nice.
you said. One of them 30-year-old guys.
I don't want one of those young guys. I'm saying that doesn't make sense to hire some nobody that doesn't have any experience as a head coach to just
That's why I'd
hand over
rather have
personnel
Flores. That's why I'm
decisions.
saying Flores. That's who I'd pick, I guess. And then Stefanski is their offensive coordinator. There you go. Boom. Boom, boom. You knock two out. Then you got to
That's what
find
I'm
a
saying. For the Roonies
D
to come out
coordinator.
and say this shit, or at the very least trying to put a face on that they were trying to do this, you got to get a Stefanski, you got to get a Pete Carroll, you got to get a Mike McCarthy, you got to get a Brian Flores, you got to get a coach that's actually been a coach before, not some
I don't want
run
Pete
of the
I don't want
mill
Pete Carroll, man. I don't want Pete Carroll. He's too old. I want a younger coach. I don't want too young of a coach. But I don't want Pete Carroll. He's 72. So how long do you think he's going to coach?
Not long, but
I
there's
mean,
no wasted years. That's what I'm telling you. What the owner said. So
well, I'm just telling you, I don't think we're going to contend next year. Is what I'm telling you.
I don't think so neither. But that's why the Steeler fan base is mad. Is the same coming out in 10-7 every year. So
Well, then what
then
do
we
they
got to
want?
tear it
What do
down
they
then. So
want?
that's why they're going to bring in a young nobody.
Dude,
So they're saying
Steeler
one
Nation.
thing, but they're really doing another. Is what I'm trying to say, and it's
What does
coming to the
Steeler
point
Nation
where
want then, bro? Steeler
I
Nation
think
wants
it's
Tomlin
50-50.
fired.
It's
They
50-50.
don't want
I think
Tomlin
there is a
fired.
new generation that wants to do this whole new regime and go to offense.
You got
But I
Steeler
think there
fans
is.
saying they want
I
us to
still
stink.
buy into the Blitzburg. I want to keep bringing the Blitzburg and Smash Mouth. I want to bring. That's what I want to see. But is that the way that
I
you
want to
should
get a
build a team in
quarterback.
today's
I want to
NFL?
get a
The
quarterback.
narrative is no. So I mean, I mean,
I want a quarterback. Is what I want.
I'm ready for. I mean, to grow. I'm ready. Shit, trade Herbig.
What are you talking
If
about?
that's what we're
Growing pains.
doing, let's do it. If that's what they're gonna do, let's do it. Let's start willing and dealing, and let's start making some moves here.
I've already said that. Let's do it.
Let's do it. But for what the Roonies are saying and what they're, I think, doing kind of contradicts. And who they hire will really tell you if what they're saying and what they're doing You know, it's like a woman. A woman, they'll say one thing but do another. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Is that what the Roonies are? They trying to pull the wool over our eyes right now? It's just like I feel they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes, and they probably said, Mike, you're either going to walk away or we're going to fire you. Take your pick. And he said, well, I guess I'm just going to take a year off and get paid. And go that way. Go that route. What would you do? I mean, what would you do? I was like, oh, okay. I guess thanks, but no thanks. He's not having an exit interview or nothing. So I mean, he's probably licking his wounds right now. My guy, I don't know.
Steve Bisciotti, bro. Just remember that name.
That's what he said. We're trying to just find a new John Harbaugh. It wasn't nothing to do with Harbaugh. We groomed Harbaugh. We made Harbaugh, motherfucker. Harbaugh didn't make us. We made Harbaugh. Now we're trying to find our new Harbaugh. So that's maybe what the Roonies, they feel in their same way. But they're just not coming out and saying it. They're saying, well,
I love how he said, I'm not
Mike. We'll kiss his ass and then just.
He said, I'm not passing this shit down to my family. He's not passing it down to his family.
And that's another thing. I mean, the division's wide open. So what we're going to tear it all down when it really the division's kind of wide open.
So who do you think will get their coach first? Steelers, Ravens, or Browns?
That's none of them have a coach yet. That's crazy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to get their coach first? Steelers, Ravens, or Browns? Because the Giants already got Harbaugh. Giants got Harbaugh.
But then I heard something that they haven't X'd out all the details of the deal yet. So it's not. It was official. Then they said it's unofficial. So I don't know.
Something about a 5-year deal, I think. So you got Red Z Black happy.
Were you guys even here when the Steelers had back-to-back losing seasons? What?
Nope.
Was I here? Well,
it was before Ben. That was the Cowher era. I was alive.
I'm 35. I'm 36. So Cowher had a couple losing seasons, I know. But
yeah, we had 2 losing seasons. I think 93, 94. 92, 93, something like that.
I remember.
We also lost that year
when the Cowboys.
We had a bad season that year.
That interception. I remember my mom filming me on camera, and my dad bitching when this TV when Neil O'Donnell threw that.
We had a losing season the year we drafted Ben, so that would have been 2002.
Yeah, everybody says, well, that's what Madden's writing. Well, losing leads to good thing. You had a losing season, it led to Terry Bradshaw. You had a losing season and led to Ben.
98, 99? Well, yeah.
Are we going to find Ben in this draft this year? I don't think so. Is there anybody there that's going to be sitting there at 2021 this year that's going to be – so then we're going to have to lose next year. And then maybe –
So Still Menace. Let me ask Still Menace. Still Menace has answered those questions. Still Menace. Who was our quarterback? Cordell Stewart? Or was it Mike Tomzak? 1998.
Well, no, it wasn't Tommy. It would have been like Cordell Stewart or Tommy Maddox.
Either Cordell Stewart or Mike Tomzak.
That would have been Maddox or Stewart. That would have been Maddox, or I'd say probably would have been Maddox.
No, it wasn't Maddox. It was Cordell Stewart or it was Mike Tomzak. We'll see what Steeler Menace knows. Who was their quarterback them years? I don't think it was Cordell. It might have been. We drafted him in like 97. I think.
Cordell was there longer than that.
We drafted him in 97. 97,
Ben was drafted in 2003. Maddox started at least 3 years. So Maddox at the very least was in like 99, 2000. At the very least.
He said Cordell. It's either Cordell or Mike Tomzak. I'm telling you. Then we had another dude, I think his name was Kent Graham or something.
You're not thinking correctly. Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you the quarterbacks that we had, bro.
Not in 99.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Then we had
Maddox started
Neil O'Donnell.
Like we had Neil O'Donnell. Got drafted in 2003.
We had Neil O'Donnell and Bubby Brister.
That's like 94 or 95.
That's 90s. I'm talking about
that's
90s
94, 95.
Remember the quarter? I'm telling you the quarterbacks we had in the 90s. That's all I'm trying to
Back
tell you.
in
I'm
the
not saying that it was that same fucking year.
1998.
98 was Cordell probably. Like I said, or Mike Tomzak.
I'm not even talking about that. Quit, don't even,
We didn't have Bill O'Donnell because Bill O'Donnell went to the Jets.
Yeah, in that like 94 when they lost the Super Bowl in 90 freaking 4 or 5.
No, 96.
It wasn't.
It was 95, 96 year. Yes, we lost the Super Bowl to the Cowgirls. Let's smoke some weed. I love you, bro. I'm trying to explain to you.
I'm trying.
Like the only coach that I know my whole life was Mike Tomlin, man. I watched every one of his goddamn games.
I remember Cowher's Super Bowl. I remember Cowher's Super Bowl.
I don't remember his whole career though. I remember all of Tomlin. That's what I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, and what he's trying to say is, there's going to be some growing pains, and there's going to be a lot of moves that are
Okay. Well, what about the Cowboys?
But the division,
Jerry Jones keeps saying he wants to win a Super Bowl until he's going to keep playing until he wins the most Super Bowls. Okay. Well, he's already 83 years old, right? So why did he fire Jimmy Jones?
Jimmy Johnson, you mean?
Jimmy Johnson.
I think egos gets in the way of it. Honestly, Jimmy Johnson wanted money, and then they got rid of it. And then Jerry Jones said it was because of him. Jimmy Johnson said it was because of him, and Jerry Jones got rid of him. And then he won a Super Bowl. A year later, said anybody can win a Super Bowl with this roster. I'm not going to pay you all this money.
Where are they at? Huh?
Well, Jimmy Johnson's on TV. He's playing all day.
No, I mean, like, where are the Cowboys at?
Oh, well, they're not good.
When have they been good? Tell me. You telling me they got Dak Prescott? Everybody's bragging about Pickens. Well, guess where he's going? Free agency. And then they got CD Lamb. I thought y'all were good. Come on. And then they fool around and they trade Parsons. What are they going to draft with that?
Oh, I'd rather have Parsons than Pickens. If I'm like, they just leverage themselves into a new contract negotiation now with George Pickens instead of Parsons. And who'd you rather give big money to? Parsons or Pickens? Parsons. Me too.
I would build my whole team around him. That's nonsense. I would definitely build my whole team around Parsons.
Yeah, you really only need one wide receiver. How many wide receivers are you going to pay? I'm not going to sit here and give two $30 million deals to two wide receivers.
That's why I don't like Metcalf.
I'm not going to do that. That's just I can't. You can't. You got to have there's two more important positions.
So is Metcalf overrated or what? I think he's overrated.
I'd void his contract. If I could void his contract, I'd void his contract. For like the next 4 or 5 years, we got this dude for $30 million per year.
He's not that good. He's not that good. He's not. I thought he would be good. He is a beast, but he's just stupid. I don't know. He's not that good.
We ain't got no quarterback to throw him the ball anyway. So what the fuck is the point of even keeping him? That's the point. You bring in a whole new coach that has a whole new philosophy with his defense. Like,
would you keep?
There could be a lot of changes.
You want to keep Muth? You trading Muth or no?
If you could trade him, trade him. But I mean, that's the thing when you in the NFL when you give out these big contracts, like these are supposed to be your foundations that you build your whole team around. Now we got like all these quote unquote foundational players that are they really? Is TJ really a foundational player anymore? Is Cam Hayward really a foundational player anymore? Is DK a foundational player? I mean, maybe, but because he's still like a little bit in his prime. But Cam and TJ are way past their prime, and they're getting foundational money. That's how much. That's what they're getting paid. Foundational.
I'd probably keep Freiermuth. But if we're not going to throw him the ball, we might as well trade him.
But shit, we don't throw. But yeah, we're paying Jonnu Smith like big money. We're paying Freiermuth big money, and then Washington's still on a rookie deal. Okay, but
Thielen
you're
retired.
paying guys all this money, and you don't even use them. So
I
that's like
told you that.
Runt. That's why I try to tell Runt like why give TJ all this money when you have Herbig right there still on a rookie deal? That's
I
how
would
you
trade him.
make good. That's how you make great rosters by not overpaying and finding like steals like Herbig, which is a steal of a contract right now because he's on his rookie deal. He got 7.5 sacks. And after next season, he's probably going to be making 25 million, 30 million per year when he gets big money. So that's why I'm saying trade him now because we're going to pay him, TJ, and Highsmith. You can't pay all three of them.
Right, you coming up here?
Which one of them? Which one's the
Backward.
odd man out? Because eventually one of them is going to have to be the odd man out. So why don't they just get rid of that?
Let's blow it up.
Solve that problem
Blow it up.
right
Blow it
now.
up. Isn't that? Listen, didn't the Pens do that? And look where the Pens are at. We didn't really blow it up. You keep some of your stars. I'm not saying blow everything up. You keep some of your stars, but you just do what the Pens did. You blow it up. Buy certain people. Buy Jake Gensel. Buy I buy whatever. Jari. Buy, That's what I would do. I would blow it up, bro, and I would take a year. We're gonna have to lose for a year. I'm sorry. I know Steeler fans. We want to win every year, but you gotta understand that we're gonna have to lose. We're gonna take a lump. We'll still beat the Clowns, though. Don't worry.
I'll trade. I'd get rid of Jalen Ramsey or trade him.
Jonnu Smith.
I'd cut him. I'd trade Jonnu Smith or cut him. Fuck it.
Broderick Jones.
He's not coming back.
Both Haywards.
Bye.
Both Haywards. Both of them. Not one. When one goes, the other one's gone. Bye. We can go through the roster. Scotty Miller, bye. Adam Thielen already retired, bye. Valdez Scanlon, bye.
He's coming back.
Well, who else you want to talk about?
I mean, I have the whole.
I want to keep at
pull
least
up the
Fryer
whole roster right now. You want me to pull up the whole roster right now?
Calvin Austin's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's already
on
gone.
Roster. I'll pull up the whole roster.
We're not going to have nobody left, pretty much. I'd keep Freiermuth.
We still got 40 guys on roster. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa!
And they had $39 million in cap space. So, dude,
How
they
many
had the whole foundation coming back, and then you're telling me Tomlin just walked away from this foundation that he's been trying to build here. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be
40 players. Who's coming back? Roger Jones, you got to get rid of him. Freiermuth, keep him. Jonnu Smith, cut him.
Yeah, them are guys coming back.
Cut him.
Yeah, Ramsey's coming back.
Cam Hayward, I don't know. I think he's retired. He ain't
coming back, but
Aaron Rodgers going to retire. Adam Thielen already retired.
Aaron Rodgers ain't on contract, so.
What quarterback do we have then? Mason
and Will Howard on contract.
We're going to need another quarterback. We got to draft one. I'm not even picking one in free agency. I'm just drafting one. Mason Rudolph starting. Hey, Runt, you're getting your wish.
TJ Watt. Oh, man.
He's making a lot of money this year, huh?
$32 million guaranteed salary.
I would trade him. Dude, look at all the money we could have if we just got rid of him.
No, but if you trade him, it says dead money, $94 million.
Oh,
so
then we're not.
We guaranteed him all this money. So it's basically TJ's on the movable, untouchable asset on this roster. Can't move him. That's why.
We're fucked if we move him. Then we ain't moving him. How much is Jonnu Smith?
DK $24 million. But you know how they keep saying that his $24 million is can now be voided. That's what they're talking about. His dead money. If you would release him, you would have to pay it at $24 million guaranteed cap hit. But now it's there. So we could just release DK Metcalf right now, null and void, bang. Then that would free up how much money in cap space? Where the fuck is DK Metcalf? $24 million. on top of the already $39 million they have in cap space. So that would give the Steelers 60.
What about Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith, okay.
That's probably about $9 million.
He makes his cap numbers $10 million. So if you release him, you're gonna get hit for about $4 million, but you free up $7 million in cap space.
I would do that right now. I wouldn't even think about it. I would just do it right now. Bye. Would you not do that?
Maybe see what you
I
can
wonder
get
how
for him.
much-
Maybe
what
see
about-
what you can get for him. Maybe see what you can get for him.
I can't believe we didn't fire Austin and Arthur yet.
They did. They're not retaining him. They already said they're not retaining any of the coaching staff. They said go look.
They didn't say they're fired yet officially.
They said go look for go new jobs because we're not going to retain you.
Well, then there we go. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. Blow it up. Blow it up. I'm telling you, man. Blow it up.
Jalen Ramsey says zero dead money. There would be zero dead money. So you cut you saved $19.5 million by cutting.
So no, at this point, we're close to what, 75 million?
Almost $100 million in cap space now.
Dude, why wouldn't we do that? Dude, I would do that. I would
And
just
Jalen Ramsey's contract goes all the way into 2029 with DK Metcalf's.
Oh no, I'd cut him. I'd cut them both. Be fair. I would keep
Those
Metcalf.
are the only two players on contract in 2029.
I think
DK
I'd keep Metcalf and Freiermuth.
And they'd be both of DK probably be like 32 by 2029.
You need a receiver.
Jalen Ramsey would be like 35 by 2029.
Would you bring back Calvin Austin and Gainwell?
Well, they're not on contract in 2026.
That's what I'm saying. Would you
so
bring him back?
You'd have to.
Would you bring him back?
So how much we got to sign Calvin Austin for? I'd say Calvin. Let's see, Roman. How much does Roman Wilson make?
Oh, I'm cutting him too.
All right, Roman Wilson makes.
We'll have 12 players on this team here soon.
You know, he's making $1.3 million next year.
He's not even worth thought.
Karanek's making fucking $2.2 million. So if I'm Calvin Austin, I want at least 4.
Who's Karenek? You said Karenek?
Yeah, he's making.
Yeah, but Karenek earns his money, man. I give him.
But if I'm Calvin Austin, I'm a wide receiver, and this guy's the same position as me. Do I not get more than Ben? Do you not get Ben more than Ben Skoranek? If you're
he's worth like 3.5. Calvin.
I'm just looking at it. I mean, I don't know how much he's worth or how much can he get, but
I'd say about
looking at Ben Skoranek making $3 million, and I'm saying more than that.
Well, Skoranek earns it though. He does the tough work. I give him credit. Skoranek's a tough guy, dude. I like him. I want to keep him.
But that's how much a fourth string wide receiver is making in the NFL. So how much is
he's not really a wide receiver?
How much is the second string wide receiver?
He's not really a wide receiver in my opinion. He's a good special teamer. And then next year we'll get back what's his name, Killebrew. So we'll have him and Killebrew. So also, no, I like good special teamers like that. They're good at what they do. They're good at tackling. Nah. That's why I don't knock Lil Hayward too much, because Lil Hayward does good on special teams, but I just don't want him on the team. He's just I don't like looking at him. I just don't care about him. I don't give a fuck about him. And that's it. I want to keep Gainwell. I would like to keep Gainwell.
So you're saying you don't want to tear it down. So you bringing Gainwell back says you don't want to tear it down. Why you want to trade all these players and then bring Gainwell?
Well, then you're going to have a running back to run with Warren.
Jalen Warren and Caleb Johnson. There you go. There's
all right. Well, then that's what we're going to do then.
Jalen Warren's he's making $5 million next year, almost $6 million next year.
Well, then that's what we'll do then. I'm fine with it.
Pat Freiermuth is the 1, 2, 3.
I'm looking at a 6-win season. I already told you 6 or 7.
7th highest paid player on this team, and we don't even use them.
Who we drafted in the first when we go up to the mic? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say we're gonna draft a receiver. Go ahead and tell me who we drafted.
Offensive lineman, maybe a receiver. Whoever I'd say is the best available. I wouldn't go by position of need. I would go by whoever you think's the best available talent at that time. Just take them.
We're not getting a quarterback
outside of like maybe linebacker. I don't know. I'd even go inside linebacker. Fuck it. There's an amazing inside linebacker there. Fuck it. And if he's the best of one there, fuck it. Take him.
I would take a linebacker. I don't mind that at all. I just don't want a quarterback or a running back.
I don't think there's going to be a good quarterback there at that, even at that position, to where you're going to be like, okay,
The
I'm
one
going to take
quarterback
it.
went back to Oregon. Did you know that?
Yeah, I don't know. I seen some dude from Arkansas. I did a mock draft. I don't even never heard of him, but he was like 6'6" in the 6th round. I was like,
It
okay, well, I'll
doesn't
take this
matter.
6'6" guy in the
Yeah,
sixth
yeah,
round.
6th round. I'm not drafting him in the first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there's nobody really in drafted. I think is that guy. To be honest with you,
I'm not taking him in the first round, bro. There's no way. I want a receiver.
yeah. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, bro. Thanks. I mean, dude, this shit that the Roonies are putting out is bullshit, okay? And the media, what they put out is bullshit every day. And they're so inconsistent on their takes. Like, really, Pony 1 minute is sucking Tomlin's dick and he's hating Tomlin. And I'm a Tomlin defender. And I'm going to say right now, like, dude, we're going to have our first losing season in the longest time. And I try to be one of the most positive Steeler fans. But, dude, it's hard to be positive. Like, I don't see, especially if you bring in an offensive mind. And most of these offensive minds and these people on the West Coast, they run 4-3 defenses. So that's just a totally different clash of philosophies. So we're going to really, like, dude, we're real, like, because our defense is so aggressive. So they're off. So by design, their defenses are not designed to be that aggressive. They keep everything in front of them and they bend and don't break. And then, okay, well, our offense is going to go out there, score 30 points. And then eventually, okay, we're going to make you one-dimensional because our offense is so good. And we're built just to deep it. And we got all these edge rushers and blitzers and pass rushers. And if you get a new coach, they're not going to be – or is this what the Roonies want? Are you going to bring in a guy that knows how to run a 3-4 defense? So that's a Flores, I guess. You bring in a Flores, like you said, that would make sense. But I don't know.
You bring in Flores and Kevin Stefanski, bro.
I mean, maybe you make a run at this thing. Tomlin's that bad. He sucks. Then I'll eat my words. I'll eat my crow. I'll say Tomlin sucks. But, I mean, I think they want a guy that they can control. They're saying they're going to give all this control to, but I think they're just going to bring in a new guy that they can control. And like, how that shit go on Pat McAfee's show? Oh, yachty, Scotty, Hottie, Pat Who Hottie, or whatever about Steve McCarty and said we're going to
Steve Bisciotti.
Yeah, Bisciotti, yeah. They're just going to groom along a new guy.
Steve Bisciotti. Don't make me start playing that, dude.
Does change happen sooner, though? This is what I'm saying. Are we going to be the Raiders, bro? Like, what? The Raiders got the #1 pick in the draft. They're going to get Mendoza. That's what all the Raider fans probably want, Mendoza. You're telling me the Raiders are going to be that much closer to competing in the AFC West by getting Mendoza?
They didn't get Mendoza. They're retarded if they don't get Mendoza.
But will they win a division next year in that division? Even if they
no. What, Raiders?
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Dude, the Broncos, the Chargers, the Chiefs.
Exactly.
No.
The Steelers just won the goddamn division and have $39 million in cap space and 40 people, the foundation of Tomlin's team, coming back. So you're telling me you can't add on to that and win 11, 12 games that year? This is why I'm saying he either's got a cush-ass TV deal in the works, already in the books, or the Roonies finally said that we're not going to be told to sell the team anymore because of your ass Mike and you're out of here. And you better quit or you're going to get fired. That's either what this boils down to, man.
It has to be. I guess you're right. I agree with you. But I think that it was like they were really calm with him. It wasn't like what Steve Bisciotti, Steve Bisciotti did the fucking John Harbaugh.
He was blunt and direct about it. The Roonies are putting up a front about this thing right now. Is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying, what they did to John Harbaugh was worse than what they did to the Steelers.
Oh hell yeah! He just said "fuck you."
They
John
did
Harbaugh.
him dirty, bro. They're like, "Fuck you, you're done, bro. You missed the field goal. That's it." At least they let him a chance. I mean, I think they obviously had a talk and shit the whole time. I think throughout the season. I don't think it was just a one day and done type deal. I think Rooney's are more respectable than Steve Bisciotti.
Yeah,
But
oh,
that's
for
how I
sure.
feel. I'm being
But I
honest.
think they finally put their foot down in this
Yeah, well, yeah.
and said, "You're either going to quit or we will fire you." So
They don't want,
let's not
okay,
get it
well,
to that. Let's not take it to that point, and we're
yeah,
gonna
we don't want to fire you, but
yeah
if we have to, we will fire you.
yes, it's pretty much because he's still on contract. So they say, okay, you're gonna either you will give you a whole goddamn year off, probably paid. Just shut the fuck up and then go where you want to go. Or maybe Tomlin. Do you really think Tomlin just quit and said, "I'm done. I resign"? Do you really think he did that? Do you really believe
Well,
that?
well, the one thing I wonder is deep down behind the scenes, do you think the time was like, okay, I'm gonna retire, but if I want to go coach again, will you guys release me, or do I have to be traded?
Well, yeah. Then it was that's the
So the
thing.
Rooney's actually have power all over him, dude.
Yes, that's why I'm saying exactly. So they can just let this thing sweep itself away, bring in a new guy, tear this whole thing down, and then
And then
easily get
release
off
him.
this. Yes, and then Tomlin can go do whatever he wants. But right now, like imagine if Baltimore scooped him up right now and then
Oh no,
shoved
we're
it
not letting
right
him go.
down
That's
their
why we're not.
throat.
That's why we're not releasing him. We're not letting him go nowhere right now. He's not going to the Cowgirls. He's not going nowhere. Steve Bashade. He's not going nowhere, bro. I'm telling you right now.
But
We
what I
have
can
him
see
locked
happen
and
is
chained and
after
shackled.
this season, think about this scenario. After this season, we no longer have the rights to Tomlin. Zach Taylor doesn't get it done once again with Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. They find he's the next one in line to get fired in the AFC North, especially if you can't win a division next year. He gets fired, and
Yeah,
then
that'll haunt me.
imagine Mikey T going to
I don't want
Cincinnati.
him in our division if he ever coaches again. I know that. I'd rather him. I don't care if he stays in the AFC, but I don't want him in our division. As long as he don't, if he goes to the Ravens, bro, my mind would explode. I don't even know what I'd do.
I think he is going to coach. I don't, or
I
he's
know he's gonna coach. He's definitely gonna coach again. I don't think for a little while. Definitely not next year. He's under. He's not gonna go nowhere. We have him under contract. We'd have to trade him. Now you give me a first and a third. We can will and deal, bro. I'll trade him. First and a third.
yeah, I'd do that.
Can you imagine that when we're
But
drafting
then it
draft
gets
day?
to the point where he has a no trade clause in his contract. This is where the business comes down to the business thing. So, okay, the Raiders come to us and say, "We'll give you a first round pick right now for Tomlin." And Tomlin says,
Oh,
then Tomlin steps in and says, "Well, I don't want to go coach for them bums." Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can wait this out another year, be the highest paid coach wherever the fuck I want to go. Why am I going to
you're
let
right
you
about that.
dictate?
Yeah.
Why are you going to let you dictate the terms of where I go when I want to dictate the terms of where I
Run. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see Tomlin just retiring like that. I see him coaching again.
I
He's too
mean, he's
talented.
building such a legacy right now. He was literally one win away from passing Chuck Noll, dude. I
I
don't see
don't.
him just saying, "I quit." I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I really don't.
Me neither. I think he's gonna take a year or two off. He's only 53. He'll be back when he's like 55, 56. Shit, he's still young as fuck. He's just never gonna be back as a Steeler. We got to realize that. Sucks. It really does. It hurts me bad because that's the only coach I've ever seen my whole life. Well, I've seen a bunch of them. A bunch of managers, Pirates. Every year we switch them out like toilet paper. Sullivan, I didn't really like Sullivan, but he did win us 2 cups. So I got to give Sullivan some credit.
I mean, the Pens moved on and they're better. The Patriots, I don't know. They got rid of Bill Belichick, brought Vrabel. I mean, they had some growing years, but now I don't know. Let's see what the Patriots.
Do you think Sullivan was a good Pens coach? Sullivan.
I mean, he already had everything there in front of him, the whole foundation. So I don't know.
He did win us
Everybody
2
says
cups.
Tomlin was gifted a championship. Maybe you could say the same about Sullivan? I don't know.
We won 2 cups back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back. That was something else. We beat San Jose and then Nashville, I think, or Nashville and then San Jose. I know it was San Jose and then Nashville.
Run, put subscribers only mode on right now if you can. Yeah, let's see if you can do that right now, Run, because obviously
that's pretty cool, man. Like I never really liked Sullivan though. I think our new head coach is better than Sullivan was. I just think he's more. He knows how to. He knows more about hockey a little bit more. He knows how to switch the lines up and shit. Like I bet you he was. You think he was involved in trading Tristan Jarry? I do.
Sullivan.
Yeah, no, the new coach.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like he just didn't like him. Probably he was just like, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker. Like
I think it was probably a whole business decision. Like, oh well, this dude's I fucked up, through boss, and now he has to clean up his fuck up. Basically, I mean, Jari's kind of probably biggest nail in the coffin. They was basically trying to give him away at one point, and nobody would even pick him up on.
Yeah, I know that's weird. We were trying to like literally give him away to anybody. We ended up trading him.
So I guess they came away good on that deal.
I'm just focused on Pens right now because there's nothing else. Well, Pitt basketball's not too good. They beat Georgia Tech the other night. But no, right now I'm just focused on hockey. And Dodgers are going to win the World Series again.
No, 30 minutes.
Right, you're a beast. As far as football, man, I'm letting football drain. Only thing I'll ask y'all, who do you guys got this week? I'll tell you my picks first.
All right, run them down.
First one's Bills and Broncos. I got the Bills.
Whew, I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos to get this one.
Seahawks and Niners. I got Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks.
Rams and Bears.
I'm going to go Rams.
I got the Rams. And then the other end, Texans and Patriots. I got Texans.
I got Texans D-line. They're too good, man. They're Texans D-line's unblockable. They're unblockable.
So I got my Super Bowl Texans in Seattle. What do you guys got at Super Bowl?
I'm going to say the Broncos versus the Rams. No, Broncos versus Seahawks.
All right. So you got half of it. We both got Seahawks. What do you got, Ryan?
Seahawks winning it.
Who I got winning it? I think Texans are going to win their first Super Bowl.
Whew. I don't think the Texans got good enough offense. No,
that's the thing, but I think their defense can carry them. If I'm looking at, they're going to beat the Patriots, in my opinion. I think that, dude, their offense isn't that great. The only problem is that Drake May runs the ball decently. I've already looked at stats. If I was actually betting, like, dude, I'm looking at it like whenever the Steelers are in it, dude, I don't look at it this way. But whenever other teams are playing each other, I look at it a different way. So yeah, Drake May runs the ball pretty well, so that might hurt the Texans. As far as that, I think the Texans can win that game. They have one of the best field kickers in the NFL. They put up points easily. You see what they did to us, right?
I mean, yeah, they ran the ball pretty good against us, to be honest, and freaking passed the ball. That one dude had 120 yards in the air, Kirk. The other dude had like
one of the receivers is coming back too, I think.
I think what it was one of their linemen was hurt all year, and then he was back for that game that we played against Houston too. So but I mean, dude, like honestly, like that's the thing. TJ, like I wouldn't mind trading TJ, but I just didn't want to give him all the money. You think I was hating on TJ? I didn't want to give him all this fucking money. They could have met somewhere in the middle at like 35 million instead of 40. Now they're stuck on this big long-term deal to where he's essentially untouchable. He's not living up to the money. And you could have had Herbig been the next guy in line and just moved on from TJ then. Or just franchise tagged him one more year. And then after that year, he's gone. Bye.
As Steeler fans, there's two teams we should not want to win the Super Bowl, and that's the Patriots and the Niners.
Oh, I definitely don't want neither of them. Fuck neither. Yeah, fuck both. Yeah, 100%. Fuck both of
I
them.
mean, I don't
Definitely
care if
not
the
the Patriots.
Texans, the
If it
Bears,
came
the
down to the
Rams.
49ers or the Patriots, obviously it's I'm going 49ers over the Patriots.
I don't want to even think about the Patriots getting there. They're not getting there. They're not going to get there. The AFC's weak though, so I can see them
I
getting.
think it's going to be an NFC team. I think it's probably be Seattle. That's my pick. Seattle. Brandon's a
Seattle
bit
or the
better.
Rams. I don't know. Seattle Rams. I like the Bears a little bit.
They're not
I really
bad.
do. But I don't think they have enough to beat. You're right. The Seattle or nah. I think the NFC's tougher than the AFC. I'll be so mad if the Patriots win the Super Bowl. Or the
What do you think
Niners.
about the Pirates? Did that Suarez guy sign yet or no?
No,
You need to get him. Why not?
we didn't make no moves yet. So we'll see. Run, you coming up here? Come say hi.
Runt, you can come up.
Come on, Runt. I'm
I
banned from
want to hear
Discord. I can't
what
talk to you no more, Runt. I ran out of hours on my YouTube too. I gotta wait till the 27th. What's
I
today?
want to hear what Runt's got to say about the Steelers. And then I'll end it.
26th.
And maybe she can give her picks on the games.
Yeah. Then you let me back in Discord.
Nope, we're banned.
Dude, I hook you up with this chick. Her name's Simpson.
No.
All right.
I don't care who wins. You're either. All right. You're done for today. Runt, do you want to come up here or no? I'm going to. I'll be up in a minute. So let me talk about the Steelers a little bit. And yeah, that's the direction I think this team's going in. Is a complete teardown and a rebuild. We're gonna hear what Runt's got to say. If there's even anybody left in the audience, it says there are 6 lurkers. No commenters though. Make sure you hit the comment, the what you call it, notification bell and the like button or whatever. But I think that's what it's coming to, and it's going to be a domino effect. They're going to wait a while, let this Tomlin thing boil over, let it be talked about. And there, like I said, I put out a post. The Steelers are becoming the Cowboys more and more and more, and it's just going to be stories all off season. But they're going to let this drown out a little bit, month and a half. Then they're going to hire a new coach, and then it's going to be a domino effect leading up to the draft. Which there's probably going to be a lot of moves that Omar Khan's going to go out there and do. He'll be the next one to get fired. And then they'll bring in a new GM. And then that new coach, especially when it doesn't work, will get fired and the Steelers have their first losing season. And this is my predictions for this. It's like we're going to have our first losing season in 19 years now. So that's my prediction. Doom and gloom. So maybe Runt thinks differently. I don't know. We'll see. How you feel, Runt? My word. Hello.
Trying to get all this shit off of me. I had 2 jackets on. I've been outside.
Yeah.
I got. Yeah, but anyways, did you? Oh, the losing season stuff.
Mhm.
Well, this is what I think about that. We probably will have one, but you know what? I don't really care about that because that was a Tomlin thing. So it can go out just like he did, really, but I don't agree with getting rid of all these players like that. I don't. Why do that? Like,
Why
I
people?
know, because they're older and they all this money and things, but some of them need to go. Yeah, but not like not all. You're the one to get rid of all the good players when I think we need to keep them and do something with the offense. Like the offense needs fucking help. I can't be saying that on this channel. I got to be good on this channel.
Well, I agree about that, but if you're putting all your money towards the defense, it's hard to add much talent to the offense when all your money's going to TJ Watt and Cam Hayward and I don't know, Minka Fitzpatrick, and you might say,
What? Minka?
well, not Minka, Jalen Ramsey, and we are still paying Minka because we just traded him. So that's why it's you can't really try. I'm not really suggesting trading TJ at this point. I'm not. I was suggesting being a hardlining and during the contract negotiation, but not fucking trading him right now. There's a difference.
And there's the thing with Minka for the two Ramsey and Smith.
Well, Ramsey, I cut him just because that's the thing with contracts. There's no dead money. So it was set up that way to where, okay, we're not really locked down to you long term. And you can go out there, and if you really want to, you're so good, Jalen, you can go out there and you can get yourself all the big money. Because that's in Jalen's mind, he wanted to do the same damn thing if it didn't work out. He left himself the same thing in that. That's just how the contract was dealt as it was. TJ's left himself like locked down corner, and we're locked down cornerstone to him basically.
But we're still paying Minka. Is that what you're saying?
Because we traded him. Yeah,
yep, we are.
I looked it over the cap, and we are. He's still on there. Dead money. It says dead money. So right now it says if you would trade TJ Watt, there would be a $94 million dead cap hit. So that means you're going to be getting a hit for not only next season, you're going to be getting hit for the season after that. You're going to be getting hit for the season after that and the season after that. And we got him on contract to where he's declining. This is what I'm saying. He's declining in his career, honestly. So.
Instead, blow it up. Run wants to keep winning. Run gets her wish, though. She gets to start Mason Rudolph.
No, I don't.
Right. You get Mason Rudolph or Will Howard.
What I think, too. Listen. We're going to have to go down, I think, a year or so to get a good draft, pick in the draft, you know, because we don't ever get a good, we're like 20, we were around the 20th position every year. You know, really. And so we're going to have to kind of dip down a little bit. So that don't really bother me. And then I don't understand this whole quarterback situation. I don't get why we got Will Howard if like everybody acts like he's just trash. Like he's nothing. Nobody's even seen what he can do. I mean,
well, what can he do? What are you going to give him? You can't give him opportunities during the regular season, and his opportunity was the preseason. But he got hurt during the preseason. So that's not really the day they want to. Yeah, I mean,
but we have Mason for another year, and Will Howard. So I mean, I know he's
field goal is good. See that? I can kick field goals.
But I don't think I don't want to draft a quarterback this year, but I don't want to use Mason either.
Well, Howard, you groom him along to be a backup eventually. That's basically, and then if he gets thrown into that starter role, then he's a backup, and then when he gets thrown into the starter role. But you don't. I think it's like a union job, bro, and football's the same way. It's about seniority, and it's about your resume, and it's about if you've been there and how you've been there, and if you've been there, done that. So Mason has been thrown into situations at least where we've seen 3 games left in the season. He ripped off 3 in a row. He's actually done it before. What have I seen Will Howard ever do?
Well,
I've seen Mason go out there and light up the college levels too. I've seen that. He will light them up, spread them out, and light them up, and just throw it all over the yard out there. So I mean,
so you think we should draft another quarterback who, say, a first rounder?
Competition makes you better. Yes, because you need to have at least 3 on your roster.
Well,
so you bring 2 along within your system that you're building on to learn that system, and then you have them. They're competing. They can't just say like that. Might have been a problem with Tomlin is the fact that he got so complacent with the fact that as long as if I go 10-7, that's good enough. But you know what I mean? So if you have someone competing with you, you can't get complacent.
Because we had Mitch Trubisky. Okay, in the playoffs
Yeah,
we
he
had
sucked. How good was he?
Pickett,
Tell me
we
about him.
had Mason,
Heard,
and we had Russ
Kenny
and
suck it.
Fields.
Kenny suck it.
Every one of them sucked. We
You,
have not had a
Russell
quarterback
Wilson,
since Ben.
Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers didn't suck. I'm gonna.
No, he was.
I mean,
I
Will
think Aaron
Howard could.
Rodgers was
Will
the best
Howard could
quarterback
suck.
we've had since
Will
Ben.
Howard
But
could suck.
he
The next
could,
guy
yeah.
we draft could suck. There's no guarantee. So that's why I don't really like the idea of tanking for
No,
shit
I don't. I
to hope
wouldn't
to get this
tank.
quarterback that's going to change your whole culture around either. Because,
No,
like I said, is Mendoza going to change the whole Raiders culture around right now and make them contenders in that division?
Nope.
Wilson said, "Fuck no," and I say, "Fuck no." The Raiders are going to go dead last in that division. Still, they're still going to suck. So
I'm gonna ask Brett a question. Right. Hold on, before I smoke this weed. Right. Do you think this Pittsburgh Steelers should hire John Gruden as our coach?
I don't know. I just don't want McDaniels just because I'm biased.
All right. Well, here, go do that backstage, and then I'll let you back up. Do I want John Gruden as head coach? I definitely don't want John Gruden as head coach, and I think he's one of the front runners for this fan base to be head coach. And I think most of the people that said they want Mike Tomlin fired would be the first ones in line to hire someone like John Gruden. And those they contradict everything they're saying. Just like this coverage on Mike. That's another reason why Mike Tomlin's get fired probably and got forced out of here. Didn't quit, got forced out of here because he became bigger than the Steelers. He became it didn't become about football analysis anymore. It became almost a political agenda. I'm guilty of it too. I've started spinning Tomlin shit and stories for my political agenda too, because Mark Madden writes about it all the time, and they're the first people that will throw up the flag if you start putting your political spin on things. But that's Tomlin became a culture of something way bigger than what even the Steelers are about, bro. That's why he had to go, because it's 24/7, 365 fucking Mike fucking Tomlin all the time. That's why he's out of here.
One quick thing. Shout out to baby Tizzy.
I think that he had family problems. And can I get your picks? Because this is who I'm taking.
Pick? What?
Yeah, in the games. Okay, these are the two I
Here
bet
you
on.
got.
I bet on the Bills and the Rams because they were the only two I bet on. Because
You'll win.
My neighbor wanted the
Do you make love to this guy?
Because he's from Texas, and I was not gonna bet on no Patriots, so I wouldn't bet on that game, and I didn't want to bet on the 49ers game because I think they're banging.
You cheating on me, Runt?
No. What's okay?
That's all I want to know.
We're on a professional channel right now.
I want to hear what you got to say about the games. And I want to hear about his love fantasy for you, because we know he has a love fantasy for you, and you don't have the love fantasy for him. So, I mean, we just got to put an end to this. We got to put an end to that. So, who are your picks? Who you got? The 49ers or the
Okay, I'll tell you my picks, but I'm only betting on the two I just said, Bills and Rams.
All right. So who the Bills? Who are the Bills playing? The Patriots. You got the Bills. You got the Bills. You got the Broncos. You got the Bills in that game.
I got Bills. Rams are playing the Bears, and I'm taking Rams. The Seahawks play the 49ers. I'm taking the Seahawks, but I didn't want to bet on the game. Then you got the Patriots and Texans, and I'm going for Texans.
All right.
Because the Patriots, I do not want. You know how I feel about them. I've been arguing with Maple, and I do not want a bunch of cheaters that have cheated their whole entire way of winning, and the fact that they're letting woman beaters, stranglers stay on the team just to play. Did you see what I posted about what the coach said? He's like, oh, we're worried about Sundays, and he just blew it off. No, you don't deserve to win nothing. So I definitely do not want them. I hope the Texans mollywop them. So that's my picks. And I think the Seahawks are, that's my pick to win the Super Bowl. I don't know who they might play. Maybe the Broncos, because the Broncos are all right. But I don't, I'm getting a bad taste for them because they're hot headed right now and they think Bo Nix is like, the thing. And I don't like it when they get like that. And I think they're little ponies. They remind me of My Little Ponies, and so I don't want them to win. So, real shit, act right. Okay, we're on a professional channel.
Yeah, act right, man. Act right, man. She's
Barbara.
not. You love Barbara, dude. Come on, we don't want to make this into a relationship channel, and I don't want you to cheat on Barb here on YouTube with Runt, dude. So
I
don't.
don't do that,
Come on,
bro.
man. Don't see. This is not right, dude.
I'm
Because
about
then, see, look, I'm gonna have to do this like you do me on your channel. See, I'm gonna have to call your girlfriend over here, and I'm gonna have to snitch on you, and I don't want to have to snitch on you, dude. But you know what? You're out here live. I don't want to snitch on you, dude. So come on, man. Why?
Cool. I think I
Don't do
may
this.
have got it through Barbara's head that he's instigating all this stuff and just
Yeah,
taking them out.
he's getting thrown backstage. Now he wants attention, so now he's coming up here. He wants. So I don't know. Are you happy Mike Tomlin's fired or what? That's what I want to know. Real shit. How happy
I'm
are
not.
you?
I'm sad. I cried.
You
That's
know
what
why
they said.
I'm
TJ.
not?
Do you
I'm
think
about mixed
TJ really
feelings.
cried or what? Here,
Yes,
you want to go on
they
big
did.
screen? Here, hold on. He needs attention. Look, do you think TJ Watt really cried or no? How do you feel
I
about
do.
Yep.
Do you
Don't
think
answer my
TJ
question.
Watt's
Runt.
happy? You'll think he's happy. He's probably happy about
Don't
that.
answer my
No, he's
question. Runt.
not. Did you not hear TJ Watt say that he didn't want to play for anybody but Tomlin a couple years ago?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
just kowtowing. He's just towing
And
the
not
he's
only
just towing the
him,
company
Oh,
line. He's
kissing
just
the
saying
butt.
yes. That's
Dog.
like he's just licking his balls, just kissing his
no, that
ass.
was
Yeah,
a couple.
exactly.
Why would you
Little
need to do
kissy
that?
kisses.
Look,
That was
tell
a
me,
couple years ago.
show her again. What is he doing? Show her again. That's yep, exactly.
Get a little kiss in there.
Are you trying to say my guy is
Your
rainbow?
guy, are you dating him?
Gee, I wish.
Don't get jealous now. I know you have. We already established you got a little crush on Runt, so just don't get jealous. You got a crush on TJ, right?
Yeah,
I want Runt
that's
to
my
be my
main squeeze.
attorney. I want Runt to be my attorney.
Captain
Runt, will you
Jack.
be my attorney in law? Fuck, I used to have Barbara as my attorney. I need you.
I don't work in that
With a
field. Sorry.
little coat on or whatever they wear, and you get up there like.
I don't work in that field. Sorry about
I'm
your
about to
luck.
go live on my other channel, so if you guys are gonna come over or not.
Yeah.